Hi students, today we will discuss about the topic basic concepts of chemistry. In this basic concept of the chemistry, mainly, so what is the atom, what is the molecule, how to find out the atoms, okay, what is the matter, how many types is there. So now we are going to discuss one by one. So first of all, what is the matter? What is the matter? Matter nothing but anything occupy the space and mass are called as matter. So example, matter example, see gold, chair. So gold also occupy the space and chair also occupy the space, that is a matter. Matter exists. So matter are classified into two types is there, mainly broadly divided two categories. So one is a physical classification of matter. Second one, chemical classification of matter. So the matter are divided into broadly two categories. One is a physical classification of matter, second one is a chemical classification of the matter. So physical classification, again 5 types is there. One is solids, second one liquids, third one gases, fourth one plasma, fifth one Bose-Einstein condensate. So the matter exists 5 phases. One is a solid, second one is a liquid, third one is a gases, fourth one is a plasma, fifth one is a Bose-Einstein condensate. So now we are going to discuss one by one. Solids. I will discuss about the solid. So I will draw the solid compounds diagram. So dear students, observe the diagram, this one. The solids containing fixed shape and fixed volume. Solids contain fixed shape and volume. The fixed shape and volume. So solid compounds, very strong intermolecular forces present. Solids contain very strong intermolecular forces present. So here, what is the intermolecular forces? What is intermolecular forces? So intermolecular forces means the particles between the attractions and repulsions, that is called as intermolecular forces. The particles between attraction and repulsion are called as, it is a intermolecular forces. For example, so sodium chloride, in the sodium chloride it is a crystal, this is a solid, it is very strong intermolecular forces present. For example, see Na plus Cl minus, see the positive and negative is there, no, this is a attraction forces, same charge will be there, it is a repulsive forces. For example, negative charge and negative charge, this is a repulsive forces, positive and negative, this is a attraction forces. So intermolecular forces means the particles between the attraction and repulsion forces, that is called as intermolecular forces. Next one, the solid compounds it is incompressible. For example, chair is there, chair it is a incompressible, not cannot be compressed because very atoms or molecule tightly packed in the solid compounds. Next one, solids by heating slightly expanded, solid compounds by heating slightly expanded, the solid compounds it is a incompressible. After that, solid compounds slightly expanded by heating. So next we are going to discuss liquids. So I will draw the diagram. This is a liquids. In this liquid containing some space is there. The liquid compounds having space. So that's why you take some some water in the inside of the glass, add some amount of the water. What will happen? The sugar completely dissolve in water. See, I am taking one example. So this is a beaker. In this beaker containing water. So I added a little amount of the sugar. So what will happen? Sugar completely dissolve in water. Reason for the water molecule containing some space between the molecule or particles. So the water containing some space between the particles, that's why the sugar completely dissolve in water. This is one of the reason. So liquids there is no shape, but its shape is containing only container only. So liquids, very very important point, this is liquids weak intermolecular forces, present compared to solids. The liquids very weak intermolecular forces present because the between the particle some space is there, that's why it is a weak intermolecular forces. Next one, gases compounds. Gases compound there is no fixed shape and there is no fixed shape. Next one, the gaseous molecule move from one place to another place very easily. Next one, the gaseous molecule between the particles very large space present. So I will draw the diagram here. See, the gaseous molecule very more space having, so that's why the gaseous molecule weakest intermolecular forces present in the gaseous molecule compared to liquids and solids. So The gaseous molecule, it is a compressible because more space having, that's why easily compressible compared to liquids and solids. Next one, important point, this gaseous molecule to form a diffusion nothing but the gaseous molecule move from one place to another place. For example, you take one spray, you do the spray in one corner, what will happen? The spray, it is slowly spread entire the room. That is a gaseous molecule. The gaseous molecule, it is a randomly moving, not a disorder. It is a disorderness of the molecules. So this is the introduction of the gaseous molecule. Next we are going to discuss the fourth state. Fourth state of matter is a plasma. Fourth state, this is the fourth state. Fourth state is a plasma. Next one more is there, fifth state. Fifth state of matter. Fifth state of matter, it is a Bose-Einstein condensed state. This is a fifth states of matter, but our syllabus only we are going to discuss solid, liquid, gases. These three also very important our syllabus. Next one, very important concept, physical classification of the matter. This is a short from chemistry syllabus from now. Chemical classification. Chemical classification. Chemical classification of matter. Chemical classification of matter. So chemical classification broadly divided two categories. One is pure substance. Next one, mixture. Pure substance and mixture. The pure substance again classified into two types. One is a element, second one is a compound. See, the chemical classification of matter classified into broadly two types. One is a pure substance, second one is a mixture. Again pure substance classified into two types. One is a element, another one is a compound. So next one, element again classified into four types is there. One is a metals, second one is a non-metals, third one is a metalloids, fourth one is a noble gases or inert gases. Noble gases or inert gases. So mixture are classified into two types is there. One is a homogeneous mixture. Second one is a heterogeneous mixture. Heterogeneous mixture. So once again I explain this classification, very important. This is a start from chemistry now. Very pure chemistry started here. Chemical classification of matter. There are broadly two types. One is a pure substance, another one is a mixture. Pure substance again classified into two types. One is element, another one is a compound. Element are classified into four types is there: metals, non-metals, metalloids, noble gases or inert gases or rare gases. There are three names is there. So mixture classified into two types is there: homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. So now going to discuss one by one. What is the element? What is the element? So element is a substance cannot be broken down further into any another substance by using physical method, that is called as element. So for example element hydrogen. Hydrogen is the element. Oxygen is the element. Nitrogen, fluorine, silver, copper and zinc, so etc. So these all are, it is a element. So next one, elements. Elements are classified into four types is there. I am discuss one. First of all, metals. Metals. What is the metal? First point, what is the metal? All the metals conduct the good conductor of electricity. So all metals conduct, all the metals to show good conductor of electricity, good conductor of electricity. So the metals, all the metal to show the good conductor of electricity. So metals lose of electrons to get positive charge. See, metals lose of electrons to get the positive charge. So why losing of electrons metals? Reason for the metals containing low electronegativity values. That's why the metal to lose the electrons. So metals contain low electronegativity values. So metals contain low electronegativity values. That's why the metals, all metal by losing of electrons to get the positive charge. So metals very hard. Metals contain high boiling point and melting points. Metals containing high boiling points and melting points. Metals sodium, potassium, lithium. These metals, it is a soft metals What is the meaning of soft metal? Means this metal easily can be cut the knife. That's why we call as it is a soft metals. In the periodic table, soft metals mainly these three only: sodium, K, potassium, lithium, soft metals. Next one, metals. Metals contain ductile. Ductile. What is the ductile? Ductile means the metals it is converted into wires, that is called as ductile. For example, most ductile metals, one is a gold, symbol is a AU, most ductile metal. Second one, silver, AG. So third one, copper, Cu. Fourth one, aluminium, Al. This is a most ductile in the elements. Next one, this is the information for the metals. Next one, non-metals. Non-metals, it is a bad conductor of electricity. Non-metal to show bad conductor of electricity. Non-metal to show the bad conductor of electricity. So what is the non-metal example? Non-metal: fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, so sulfur, phosphorus, so etc. This is a non-metals. So next one important point is a carbon. It is a symbol C. This is also it is a non-metal. This is also C, non-metal, but the carbon it is a good conductor of electricity. Due to free electrons in valency cell. So carbon it is a non-metal, but it is act as a good conductor of electricity due to the reason free electrons in the valency cell. That is a main important point in this non-metals. Next one, non-metals contain high electronegativity values. So non-metals containing high electronegativity values. So non-metal to form negative charge, due to high electronegativity values. High electronegativity values. For example, see fluorine. Fluorine is a 4.0 fluorine. It is a electronegativity value. The electronegativity of fluorine 4.0. Chlorine, the electronegativity value 3.5. So the non-metal is containing more electronegativity values. Next, one more point. Non-metals contain shining non-metals containing shining very few metals only. For example, iodine. So this best example, non-metals containing shining. The iodine is a best example. The metals also, it is a sonorous, but non-metals also few metals to show the shining. That is a iodine. Metalloids. After that we will go discuss about the noble gases. So what is the metalloids? Metalloids nothing but to show the metal property as well as non-metal properties. This is called as metalloids. For example, boron, silicon, germanium, beryllium, polonium. These all are it is a metalloids. So metalloids means both property. Metals properties and as well as non-metal properties. Non-metals properties. So this is a metalloids. The example for boron, silicon, germanium, beryllium, polonium. So this is a metalloids. Next one, very important topic, noble gases. This is definitely asked in the foundation level. Noble gases or inert gases. So here this name discovered by Nobel scientists, that's why this name given to Nobel. So inert means the elements it is containing 8 electrons in outermost, that's why it is a stable, that's why it is a inert gases. They given inert gases names. So now we are going to discuss one by one. First, what is the noble gases elements? Helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. These all are it is a inert gases. So neon to up to radon, the valency shell containing 8 electrons. Valency shell contain 8 electrons. That's why to show the octet configuration. So what about helium? Helium to show the doublet configuration. See, helium atomic number 2. This configuration 1s2. This is 2 electrons only. So to show the doublet configuration. So I am writing neon atomic number 10. So what is the configuration? 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. So how to calculate number of valence electrons means last two cells last two cells. See here, 2 plus 6. 2 plus 6. How many electrons? 8 electrons in the valency cell. So each element it is containing 8 electrons in outermost shell. That's why these elements is called as stable elements. Stable elements. Stable elements and rare gases and inert gases. Why is called as inert means these gases, inert gases these inert gases do not participate very actively. So that's why the given name inert gases. Okay, this is a information for gases, noble gases molecule, noble gases elements. Next we are going to discuss homogeneous and heterogeneous mixture. Mixture is a classified into two types. One is a homogeneous mixture, second one is a heterogeneous mixture. Now going to discuss homogeneous mixture. Homogeneous mixture. So homogeneous mixture, the mixture contain same phase or same composition, that is called as homogeneous mixture. For example, sugar plus water to form sugar solution. This is a homogeneous because I am taking one glass. In this glass containing some amount of the water, so added little bit amount of the sugar. What will happen? The sugar completely dissolved. The sugar particle uniformly distributed enter the solution. That is called as homogeneous mixture. So one more example. Alloys of metals. What is the alloys? Alloys means mixture of metals. That is a alloys. Alloys also it is a homogeneous mixture. Next we are going to discuss heterogeneous mixture. Heterogeneous means the mixture containing different composition. The mixture contain different composition or different phases. For example, oil plus water. So what will happen? You take one glass of water, added some amount of oil. What will happen? To form a two layers. Another example, sand plus water. So this is also heterogeneous. Next one, petrol plus water to form a two layers. That is a heterogeneous. So many examples is there. This is a heterogeneous mixture. Next I will continue the class next video. everyone watch these videos, improve your knowledge. Thank you.